The BC Liberal government is well aware that British Columbians do not support a plan to remove land from the agricultural land reserve in Delta. This is 600 acres of the best agricultural land in the country, and it is becoming more and more obvious that there are plans for it to be excluded because of Delta Port. My question is to the Minister of Agriculture. Has he made it clear to the federal government that agriculture is the only permitted use for this land?
Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'm going to preface my response with a question first. And the question is, what does the Office of the Auditor General, what does the Office of the Privacy Commissioner, and what does the Office of the Child and Youth Representative have in common with the Agricultural Land Commission? Well, the thing they have in common is they are all independent statutory authority offices. So instead of dealing with hypotheticals, I'm going to stand today and talk about what I do know. What I do know has been read from the paper, gleaned from things like the Province and the Sun newspaper. Mr. Emerson, a private individual, has talked to private landowners. He has not talked to the ALC. I expect that the individual, if there is going to be an ask for change, will do exactly what everybody else in British Columbia has to do. Engage the ALC, and the ALC will do what it does well. It defends its mandate, preserving farmland, protecting farmers in British Columbia. I have no reason to think otherwise.
Member has supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wasn't asking the Minister about the Agricultural Land Commission. If this exclusion is allowed to proceed, it will destroy forever some of our best land set aside for food production for the citizens of British Columbia. The CEO of Port Metro Vancouver, Robin Sylvester, is on record saying, and I quote, "Agriculture is emotionally important, but economically of relatively low importance to the Lower Mainland. And in terms of food security, it's almost meaningless." The CEO of the Port Authority has been clear about where he stands on agriculture and these lands. The developer has been clear about where he stands. We have been clear about where we stand. Can the Minister of Agriculture tell us where the BC Liberals stand?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as Minister of Agriculture, I stand from the position of I will not interfere with the good work of the Agricultural Land Commission. Something I can say that I am very proud that this government has not done, something the members opposite do not have the ability to say from their time in office. Now, from this point, I expect anybody who deals with ALR land, whether it be a company, an individual, or the Port of Metro Vancouver, if they wish to change that designation whatsoever, they engage with the Agricultural Land Commission and allow the Agricultural Land Commission to do what it wants to do. It wants to be a strong protector of agricultural land in British Columbia. And while the member opposite does not like to admit this point, I'm also so pleased that under my tenure as Minister of Agriculture, we have strengthened the ALC to an even higher level of power. It has legislative changes and new dollars which allow them to strengthen and preserve farmland in British Columbia for generations to come.